Joining me today is Bekkem Kritza, a four-star class of 2025 quarterback from Miami Central High School, which, as you can imagine, is in Miami, Florida. He'll be in his first season at Miami Central. He played ball in California last season and in Colorado the year before that. But wherever he's played, he's been successful, and his play has gotten him offers from schools including Penn State, but also places like Colorado, Colorado State, Kansas, Miami, Pitt, Texas A&M, Marshall, and Florida Atlantic. So, Bekkem, thanks for joining me today. And I'll start by asking, you were recently at Penn State for the annual Lash Bash barbecue at the end of July. How
Yes.
did that go, and what were your impressions of Happy Valley?
Man, honestly, being completely honest, they blew me out of the park with everything, to be honest. They showed me that I'm the guy that they want in my class, and they're going to come after me as hard as they can. And, just them showing me that and, me seeing the campus, the community, the fans, talking to the coaches. I have a great relationship with all the coaches. Coach Franklin, that's my guy. I can't speak good enough about him. I mean, he's a great guy, great coach, and that's who you want leading your program. Is you want someone like him. So that's not a bad option at all. And then we got Coach Yurchich. I love Coach Yurchich. I love his offense. I love how he talks to me about how I can fit in the offense, how he'll use me in the system. He's gonna play to the advantages of his quarterback, and I can't wait to keep building relationships with those guys. And then Coach O'Brien. That's really who I've really gotten tight with is Coach Danny. So I mean, I talk to him pretty much every day. Me and him have a real personal connection, and yeah, like I said, I can't wait to keep building all the relationship with those guys and those coaches.
Yeah, so you visited Penn State at the end of July. Obviously, August 1st was a pretty big day for you and your recruitment, that being the first day that coaches were allowed to reach out to class of 2025 prospects such as yourself. So, since the start of August, what's your experience been with Penn State? How close in contact have you kept with them? And how would you say your recruitment has changed since then when they're allowed to reach out to you now?
Oh, most definitely. I feel like my recruitment has changed a lot. It shows me, who really wants me and who wants to come after me and see the type of person I am. It's not just schools coming after you because you're good at football. I want the whole package. If I want to go somewhere where, I feel welcome and, I feel great, where I can just go be myself and be the guy I am. So, yeah, I mean, it's been great. I heard from a lot of schools.
I can imagine. So you said be the guy that you are. How would you describe the guy that you are?
Right. I mean, you talk about a leader, just doing all the small things, doing all the little things right. Because if you're the most talented guy on your team, and a guy who doesn't play that much, he sees you doing the little things, then that tells him, I can't slack off because the leader of the team's doing it, so I got to do it too. I'm one of those guys that's gonna lead by example. I'm gonna use my voice, but I'm not the rah rah guy. I'm not the get loud guy, big guy like that. I like to stay to myself and stay true to who I am. A humble person, works hard at his craft, and will do anything for his brother. So
Yeah, so you're playing at your third high school this year, if I had that right. What's
yes,
kind
sir.
of led to you moving first from Colorado to California and now from California to Florida?
Right. So I actually live with my auntie, and she has a job where she's actually traveling around a lot. So when I was in Colorado my freshman year, I stayed with her, and her job actually needed her to move out to California. So I went out there with her, and we did the adjustment change and everything, going great. Had a great season out there. I can't be grateful for any of those guys on my old school. I love all those guys, and I wish them the best. But yeah, down here, I came down here because, like I said, her work is just it's all different states, things like that. But I'll be down here for the rest of my high school.
Right, good stuff. So you mentioned her job. What is her job?
Um, I'm not completely sure because I mean that's my auntie, so
Yeah.
I don't really talk to her about like that. But she's in the business with athletes and stuff like that, working with athletes and stuff like that. So I mean, she just has to be around the country and go help other people out and things of that nature. So
Yeah, so Penn State fans are pretty excited about one of your teammates who committed last month, T.A. Cunningham, a big defensive lineman. Both of you are just starting at Miami Central this year, but from what you've gone to know about him, what have your impressions been of him, both as a person, getting to know him, and as a football player? As I'm sure you've had to go against him in practice for however long practice has been going. So,
yeah, no, most definitely. First thing that comes to mind with TA is a good person. Just genuinely a good guy who cares about other people. He has a big personality, and that's what I love about him is he's gonna show his personality no matter what. And like I said, he's a hard worker. He's gonna keep his head down. He's gonna grind, and he's gonna do all the right things. So
yeah, so talking about yourself, do you have like any time in mind for when you want to pick your school? Because obviously you're in no rush. You don't have to be in a rush if you don't want to be. You got 2 years left. But at the same time, the recruiting process can be very stressful, I can imagine. And there's some people that just kind of want to get it out of the way as fast as possible. So,
right.
what camp do you fall into? Do you have like a specific timetable for when you want to pick a place to play, or are you just kind of letting it all play out?
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of letting this thing all play out. If it happens, just so I built a great relationship with the coaches and the university to whatever college. And I feel like that's the best fit for me. And I know everything about that college, and they know everything about me. Then yeah, I would feel really good about a commitment at that time. But like I said, if that doesn't come, I'm gonna keep playing this thing out until that does happen. So I don't really have a timetable on my commitment date or anything like that. But I mean, it could be earlier, it could be later. Like I said, I don't really know that right now.
Yes. So, of the 9 places that have offered you, where do you kind of rank Penn State in your recruitment right now?
Man, I would definitely say they're at the top, man. Most definitely.
Yeah. So, talking about what's impressed you, you mentioned your relationships with Coach Franklin and Coach Yursich. Talking about Coach Yursich specifically, because he would be your quarterback coach if you played at Penn State. What has impressed you about him, and would you say you've learned anything from the quarterback position just by talking to him? Because obviously he has quite a reputation for developing QBs. So
Man, like if I was to just put one word to describe Coach Yurchis, it would just be genius. Honestly, I listen to every word he says, and I take it to heart every time. So I mean, just having a guy like that, having someone that that's been in the game, knows the game, and knows how to get you to the next level. That's a big thing for me, and that's one of the things for my commitment actually is I want to go somewhere where the coaches they have experience. Like right now they got Drew up there, which is awesome for me to see because I'm very my physical and skills are like around the same as his height, his body weight, same kind of arm strength and things of that nature. So just seeing that and how it's going to play out this season, I think will be a great thing for me. And I talked to Drew. I get to speak to Drew about why he likes Coach Yurchich. Because the thing with Coach Yurchich is he's going to trust you, and if you trust him, and the trust is both ways, he will let you have the freedom in that offense. Is what Drew told me, and I couldn't be grateful, more thankful enough for that opportunity. So yes, sir.
yeah, so you mentioned talking with Drew Aller. Was that on campus or was that like over the phone? How did that kind of come about?
So while I was actually throwing, he actually just came by for a quick minute, and I got to say what's up to him at the camp and stuff. I got to talk to him during the last bash a little bit, during the barbecue and things like that. So I mean, just learning from a guy like that who's already been through what I'm going through right now, it's so awesome to learn from him because I mean he's already been through this process and he knows how this thing goes. So
Yeah, so are there any quarterbacks that you kind of look up to, whether it be at the college level or obviously at the NFL level?
right, yeah, at the NFL level, I love to watch Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert. Trevor Lawrence, just guys that have, my size, my mobility, my arm strength, things of that nature where I can compare and, I can learn things from them, how to get the ball faster because I have a longer torso, I have long legs, just things of that nature, just seeing them do it and then applying it, it's a great learning opportunity for me to I watch so much film on the NFL, on those NFL guys, man, like just student of the game, really. Yeah, I can talk about those guys for days, man.
Good stuff. So, do you plan on visiting Penn State for a game this season?
Oh, most definitely. I will be up there for the whiteout game.
All right. So that's one of the biggest spectacles in all of college football. I can confirm that. I've been to 4 whiteouts. So, what are you looking forward to about that? 'Cause that's kind of creeping up. That's September 23rd. So,
Yes, sir. I mean, like you said, it's a spectacle, like you said, and I've only seen it from afar, and that's the thing with me is I want to go see up close, see how it feels, see the fans, just see everybody because I have a lot of Penn State fans showing me love and just bunch of things like that. So I mean, I can't wait to see those fans, see how rowdy they get, and that all white stadium is gonna look really, really clean, really nice. So I can't wait.
awesome. So, yeah, aside from playing football and basketball, which you're a pretty good hooper as well, even though football is your main sport, what would you say is like a fun fact about you, just kind of not really related to sports, just like any random thing just about yourself. So
Right. No, I love my music. I love listening to my music. It can be rap, it can be anything, old school, new school, anything. I love my music.
nice. Who are some of your favorite artists?
Some of my favorite artists right now, I like Giveon. I like NBA YoungBoy. I like Little Baby. I like a bunch of guys. There's a whole lot of guys out there that I like in the rap game and things of that nature. But I mean, yeah. Hey, I'll put a country song on every now and then. Sit back, listen to some, Luke Combs or something like that. But yeah,
Do you listen to any Taylor Swift?
I actually do not.
Yeah, you're a lot of people do, obviously. She's very successful. So
Yes, sir.
but yeah, so thank you for the time, man. Have fun in Happy Valley. That's going to be a great experience next month, and we'll talk to you down the road. So,
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
all right, thank you.
Yes, sir.